So actually in our previous episode, we share topics on BTO. So today's topic we will touch on resale HDB and the differences between them.
Look out for that as well because it might lead to issues like scarring on the concrete.
The frequent electrical trips might happen.
Hello everyone, welcome to our second episode of Coffee Talk with DIC. So today guests will be Jesslyn and Akimi. Let's welcome them. So actually in our previous episode, we share topics on BTO. So today's topic we will touch on resale HDB and the differences between them. So there are actually 4 topics we are covering. First one is comparison resale HDB and BTO. Second one will be the few pointers when getting a resale HDB. Third will be the do's and don'ts. And fourth is duration of the renovation. So the first question, right, Jess, so what is the differences between these two?
In comparison to the BTO, resale HDB will have all the fit out by the previous owner. So the current owner, our clients, will have the choice to like retain or modify or to do a total revamp on the layout. So in a sense, they have a flexibility to do what they want. Because like for BTO, right, we have the waterproofing issue. So for resale, there's no warranty issue that they need to take care of. So it's more like a very flexible and freedom to do things they want to their lifestyle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, like in comparison to BTO as well for the windows, those like older resale HDB, they have the options to change the color of the frames and things like that, as well as like the opening type of their windows. So it's not as restricted as BTOs. And of course, they still need the approval by the HDB. So it has to be submitted by the approved contractors as well. Yeah, and also for resale HDB, they have like more exposed piping around the house, especially in the bathroom areas where the big pipes are not as concealed as the BTO. And with that, because it will eat into a little bit of like a bathroom space, for resale HDB, they tend to have like a bigger bedroom and a living room in terms of area. So it's not slightly bigger than the BTO floor space.
Okay. So which to say, right, there is less so-called rules on the warranty, like the waterproofing. So actually for resale, they can really hack all the walls, right? Of course, you need to have the HDB approval. So it's more of a free play compared to new and the old HDB, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And because of that, right, homeowners, they would expect to set aside more budget on resale. Because,
this is quite crucial. Yeah.
Because I think apart from all the renovation things, sometimes for resale, we need to rectify some of the areas if let's say there's leakage and things like that. So homeowners do take note on that area also.
Okay. So Akimi, what's your view on budget?
Of course, like to be fair, between resale and BTO, we do have clients who spend the same amount on BTO. That means they can spend quite a lot for BTO. But for resale, mainly because a lot of things have to hack down and redo, there are like those are all the costs involved as compared to BTO, which is already an empty unit that you can already start doing new things. But for resale, you'll be hacking down on the stuff, redoing everything and things like that. That's why you have to set aside a little bit more budget than a BTO. So it's still subject to the design and the extent that clients wants to do for their house.
Okay. Set aside the right budget.
Yeah.
I believe there is never a right budget. It's really how you cater to your own lifestyle and your need. Then we work on the important needs rather than wants. I feel needs is more important than want because you may want a lot of things, but if it's not that practical to the budget, right? So maybe owner really have to think about the needs rather than the wants. That's my opinion.
I don't agree.
So the next question is on the few pointers that we wish to give homeowners while looking for a resale HDB. So maybe Jess, you can give us a few tips.
If homeowners, they don't prefer like uneven wall or textured wall, then they might need to have some additional cost on that to do a plastering on the walls.
Okay.
And also do look out for if let's say there's any leakages like in their toilets or anything near the exterior wall, because some like owners they tend to do up like a fresh coat of paint before they sell the house. Yeah, so and also like cracks on the ceiling, it'd be good that if let's say they can look out for that as well, because it might lead to issues like sparring on the concrete, which will be like adding on the costing for our clients. So they have to do it up and then things like that. So it will like bring up the cost lah.
Okay. So talking about costing, right? I believe if those clients, they will know they have certain budget on hand, right? It's good for them to look at the current flooring, right? Is there any like cracks or any like yellow stains on the flooring? If they plan to actually maintain the flooring itself, means not hacking it.
I think hollow tiles is also quite important. You know, we will have to help them do a check on the hollow tiles.
Okay.
Make sure that the flooring is still in good condition. Then they can keep. If let's say there's hollow tiles, then they will need to hack away and redo the flooring for safety reasons.
So those are all the costs coming up, right? So if they really looking for a resale and they want to save on the budget they have in mind, right? So it's better to really do all this check.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Correct.
Okay, moving on to the do's and don'ts.
So like for like resale HDB, of course we cannot conceal like wirings and pipings into the HDB walls. But of course if let's say owners they don't like the unsightly piping or the wirings, right? We can actually build up a new wall, and that also means the additional cost as well as like it will make the space of the interior smaller. And then in the past, like there is only one compressor allowance for the HDB, but nowadays a lot of new owners they like to add living room or like their dining area to have like aircon. So we can actually add more than one compressor, but it's subject to HDB approval. So do talk to like your aircon contractors for more advices on that.
Okay.
Okay, then for like electrical, right? Owners they can consider if let's say the electrical is about 15 to 20 years, they might want to do a rewiring, so that this will prevent like the frequent electrical trips after that when they move in. And then for waterproofing, if let's say it's more than 10 years, they can consider also, because once they move in, after that, if they want to rehack the tiles to do the waterproofing membrane, it can be quite messy and a bit tedious on their side.
Since if you are really renovating it, then why not do the major one?
Wow.
To me, these are the
Correct.
majors.
Correct.
Like the needs lah.
Mm.
Like really the waterproofing and all is quite major.
Yeah, because after they move in, they might stay for
Another 10 to 20 years.
years.
Yes.
So if let's say you add on the 15 years to 20 years wiring, it will get old, in a sense. Then the frequent electrical trips might happen. Yeah,
Over
in
time,
that
right?
case, yes, correct.
Okay. Okay, so the last question will be on the duration of the renovation. So Akimi.
So for resale, because there's like more things to hack down and things like that, so typically it will take about at least 8 to 10 weeks for like the basic stuff. That means maybe just redo the kitchen or redo the toilets. And of course, if let's say it gets more complicated, like reconfigure the whole layout, it will go up to like 12, 14 weeks. Yeah. So in comparison, a BTO is maybe like 6 to 12 weeks. But in that, because of the hacking works, it will go up to 14 weeks for the resale HDB.
Okay, we have come to the end of episode 2. So do look out for episode 3, guys. See you! Bye!